I chose to do the Backbone Trail because it makes a lot of sense in my preparation for the Hardrock 100, which is my main competitive objective for the year. And it's a trail that I've actually wanted to do for a long time. I love running in Southern California. I've run pieces of it before in races, but I've never done the whole thing. So I'm looking forward to piecing it all together this weekend. Some margarita.
Yeah, blistered tomatoes.
So we determined that we were going to do the Backbone Trail on Sunday. Woke up Sunday morning at the crack of dawn, and after our usual coffee, breakfast routine, hopped in the car, drove down to Santa Monica so that we could start the trail. I was joined by a good friend of mine, somebody I've known for a while, named Jesse Haynes, a local Southern California runner who's been on the ultra running scene, lend his enthusiasm and moral support on my attempt.
Here we go, man.
Yeah, daylight.
5:30 was the play, wasn't it?
It was supposed to be light at 5,
Yeah.
30.
Do you want us to take your car keys and drive your car, right?
Yeah.
Let's start walking up because I gotta use the bathroom one last time.
Is your watch on the right? Darn.
I got
Dude,
enough
thank
water
you so
for
much.
50 miles. That should be good, right?
Or something.
Have you looked at the start?
The GPX file into the watch. So, Harmo, just in case.
Yeah, on our left.
Here or there.
Oh, that sign at 5:30 on the dime right now.
Wow.
Have fun.
See you guys in a couple hours.
Okay.
Alrighty.
5:30.
So the Backbone Trail is kind of classic Southern California running in that there's a lot of vertical gain over the course of the 67 miles, but it's mostly runnable terrain. That's the type of terrain that I tend to do my best on. And then also I've been doing a lot of training at home in Oregon, just doing a lot of runs on similar terrain with a lot of vertical gain and loss, but that are mostly runnable trails rather than being super steep and technical, trying to mimic the Southern California terrain as best as I can. Good morning from the Backbone Trail, about 3 miles deep. It feels like a perfect morning. Cloud cover, not warm, a little humid, so sweating a bit. So just gotta make sure, stay on top of my hydration, settling into a groove. Got a long day ahead, but good start so far. Yoo-hoo! Just got to the top of the first climb, I think. Starting to go down this cruisy fire road. Just pretty much taking it easy so far. And really enjoying it. I started with Jesse Haynes. He was kind enough to offer to help me all day today, like the gentleman he is.
I wasn't even with him. I was not even with him. Maybe for the first mile or half mile. Then he was freaking gone. I couldn't keep up. I was like my heart was gonna explode.
Haven't seen him for a few miles, so that means I must be moving okay.
I told my wife last night, I was like, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be able to keep up to him to the first road crossing. It's only an hour and a half. He can't be that much faster than me for an hour and a half. I was dead wrong.
So now we have a kind of long descent down to Topanga, and that's where the navigation is apparently pretty difficult, so just paying attention to my GPX file, making sure I don't go the wrong way. Talk to you later.
This guy's a climbing machine.
So I've learned a lot about FKTs over the past year, and I'll be taking those learnings and hoping to implement them with success at the Backbone Trail this weekend. Number one is just having a little bit of extra help. So I reached out to some local runners who are gonna help run with me and pace me. Jesse Haynes, who I've known for a long time. Jeff Stern, who's from Santa Barbara, and he's the former FKT holder on the route. And another guy named Ben Atkins, who I've actually never met. And that really helps with navigation and with boosting morale. And then also the other thing that I really learned from the Wonderland Trail that I thought was brilliant that Tyler did so well was just being really efficient at the crew stations. When there's opportunity to receive resupply, use that as an opportunity to slow down, maybe walk through, but sort of carry motion and momentum through the aid stations rather than stop and resupply in sort of a static position.
Need more water to just drink, or you okay?
No, I'm good. Thank you. So
What do you
bring
want?
me a flask of that road crossing and the salt. Thanks. About 14 miles in. Hit the first cruise spot about a mile ago in Topanga. Luckily, made it through that first section without any navigational errors. Thanks to Jesse and thanks to my boy Ryan Thrower, who taught me how to put the GPX file on my watch. Embarrassed to say I've been doing this for a decade. Never knew how to do that. On one of the biggest climbs of the day, up to Saddle Peak now. Hardrock 100 is my main objective for the year. It's a race that I've wanted to do for my entire career, and I'm so excited to finally have the opportunity to do it. And of course, living in strange times without a lot of races or events to use as training to help get myself strong and fit. That was one of the reasons why I chose to do the Backbone Trail, to just get a really long 10+ hour run in at sort of a race pace simulation so that I can then take that strength and fitness that I gained from doing the Backbone Trail, rest, recover, let it all sink in, and that'll hopefully harden me to the point to where 100 miles in the San Juans won't feel quite as daunting. So while I will give it my best effort on the Backbone Trail, it very much is strategically placed when we're doing it now in May to help put me in best possible position to perform well at Hardrock in July.
Yeah, you got the big climb. Stick tight to that tree.
Thank you.
It's all you, buddy.
I'm good, bro. Hi. Go about 28 miles deep. Feeling really good. Kind of the top of the third climb, and I'm super, super pleased with how I ran that climb. I've done it before during the Sean O'Brien race, but I just ran super strong, just trying not to go too hard. Now we're up top. It's definitely much cooler up here. Feeling good. Just went through an aid station, saw Harmony and Ryan, quick resupply, snatched a Red Bull. Now short section to the next road crossing. I think I'm gonna have a pacer, so that'll be nice. When the sun goes behind the clouds, you can really feel it. It's a great relief. So let's hope we get more of that. Vibes going there. Okay. Yeah. Less than half mile. You're crushing it. Thank you. Right there.
All right, 9:49, 17. In a few seconds.
I gotta go to the shade right now.
I told him.
Dude, it is not 64 degrees, man.
Nah.
Well, it's real feel
It's hot in that canyon back there for sure.
After pressing stop on my watch, I pretty much entered a catatonic state. It was probably the worst I've felt after an ultramarathon nearly in my entire career. I've been doing this a long time. I've done a lot of hard races. I've done a lot of long races, and I pretty much was incapacitated immediately. Dude,
Yeah.
that was fucking hard, man. Fuck.
Drink this. This
Maybe
might
I
be
shouldn't have
cold.
gone so hard at the end.
This is cold sparkling.
Why?
Cause dude, that fucking,
They're always hard.
that's gonna take a minute to come back from. I laid on a picnic table for a little while before crawling into the passenger seat of our rental car. I think I just probably got really dehydrated over the course of the last several hours of the run. And because I was still pushing so hard, I think my body was at a point where it really just needed to stop and cool down and rehydrate before it finally came back to homeostasis a couple hours later. Dude, I haven't gone that far in a while, man. I think I went a little too hard at the end. I should have just kind of cruised it in. Holy shit.
Is this how you felt after Wonderland?
I feel worse, man, honestly. It was hot as fuck. Even hotter than the Wonderland, probably.